second session. So let's welcome again our guest speaker who is going to give us amazing tips on social media. Friends, please welcome with a huge round of applause our guest speaker, Chairman Club member, Jill Eddy.
Welcome to Future Presidents Team Retreat. My name is Jill Addy, one of your guest speakers during the Future Presidents Team Retreat. And I want to say congratulations on qualifying. I'm so happy to be able to connect with you during this event. And, first of all, if this is your first Future Presidents Team Retreat, congratulations on qualifying. And if you've been to Future Presidents Team Retreat before, you know how valuable these trainings can be. Mark and I will be sharing tomorrow about our 15-year journey in Herbalife, but I can tell you that attending the Future Presidents Team retreats have made such a difference in our business, and especially the one we went to in December of 2009. I really feel like that event really made all the difference for Mark and I on our journey, and to make the shifts that we needed to take on in order to go from where we were in the business, millionaire team at that time, to president's team 12 months later. So I welcome you. I'm so excited to be with you. I've actually never been to India before, so hopefully in the future I'll have a chance to visit your amazing country. But in the meantime, I hope some of the sections that we're presenting with you will help your business. Mark and I wouldn't want anything more than to see you change pins and to see your business grow, to see your team grow, and to see your team change pins as well. So this first section that I have with you is on social media. Okay, so I'm going to open up a slide deck here so that we can follow along on our presentation here for social media. And as we talk through this presentation on social media, this is something that was more, I'd say, the second half of our business. When Mark and I began our business, and we'll have a chance to share a full story with you, but when we began our business, we didn't have social media at all. Instagram didn't exist. Social media really wasn't around yet. There was no Facebook or any way to really connect with people through a social platform like this. But during the conversation that we're having today, what I thought I'd do is give you a little bit of history about our business. What I'll do is talk about the period when we added social media in, the purpose behind social media, since it has different purposes, different things it can do for your business. Options for adding it into your business, whether you're doing social media as a standalone business, or if you are doing nutrition clubs or fit clubs or other methods, you can certainly blend social media into your business. Okay, so let's begin. So this is a picture of a group of our president's team members. We were on the Herbalife vacation together, had a dinner together. This is about half of the group because this picture was taken back in 2016. So just a handful of president's team members then. They've become, many of them, our closest friends and partners in the business. And to this day, we now have 36 president's team members, not including ourselves. But I just wanted to give you a sense that your team can help you a lot with learning new things in the business. So social media for me was one of those things. The team you see here taught Mark and myself how to do social media, not the other way around. We had started years before them. We started back in 2005, like I said, without any social media. So I had to really learn the skills and why even do social media from our team. So I'm very grateful for them for having patience with me and the willingness to teach me how it all works and why social media can be so valuable to your business. So listen, you can learn new skills, you can gain new insights, and oftentimes your own team has a lot to share with you. So hopefully my lesson can support you as well. So just some history. Mark and I started our business in 2005 in Los Angeles, California. And for the first 13 years of our business, we lived in Los Angeles, and we only built in Los Angeles. And yet, Mark and I have business in 51 countries. So what's amazing is you can start where you are in India and build a business around the world in all the different countries that Herbalife is in. So you can start local and build international. That's one of the most amazing things that we have about Herbalife, is the ability to do that. I never had to move in order to build our business in a different country, which is very different than our amazing Founders Circle, Chairman's Club, President's Team members who started 40 years ago in Herbalife. They would have to fly, right, to these different countries to work. So you can start from where you are. You can sponsor a team member who has skills you don't have. That's okay. We're a giant team. You don't have to know everything, right? And you can learn from that team and from your sideline as well to gain new skills over time. And I really think, like, from my 15 years, what I've noticed in Herbalife is it's constantly about learning new skills, growing yourself, staying new in the business as if you're a brand new associate with that kind of mindset. What we don't want to do is think we know it all or think we've gained all of the insights already, because right there, when we stop learning and we stop growing, more than likely our business will stop growing. And I've lived through that before, where I thought I had all the answers. And yet the moment Mark and I decided to begin again, take on maybe social media, learn new skills, that's when the business would start growing again, because we were willing to grow. Okay, so let's talk about the different purposes of social media. There's quite a few. So let's begin. Certainly, it's a form of inspiration. You can inspire your team. You can inspire your followers. I think Herbalife distributors are such special people, associates, because here in Herbalife, when you're an associate, you have a healthy lifestyle. You're eating healthy shakes, maybe working out. You can use your social media to share your life. And in doing so, inspire so many people, your team, your customers, and people you don't even know yet, your followers. Okay, so you're sharing your Herbalife lifestyle. We don't recommend necessarily making every post about Herbalife. Mix in some things, mix in some fitness, maybe some of the things that you're up to, or your family, or different pictures. So it's not just all Herbalife on your social media page, but definitely a little bit of sharing of Herbalife is great to let people know what you do. Okay, connecting and building relationships is fantastic. So my most recent supervisor actually came in through social media, and we built a relationship back and forth just on Instagram, messaging each other before we met in person. So it's a great way to build relationships and just meet people. Next. Social media, inviting to your offering. So what I did was, with our most recent supervisor, is I invited him to our nutrition club to check things out. And after that, he got very excited, joined our challenges, became an associate, built his customer base, preferred customers, and now is a supervisor. Okay, so clearly you can build your customer base and team this way. And retain your customers, your preferred customers, and your associates. So we'll talk a lot about that, because when we think of social media, usually we just think of like Instagram and Facebook, but also a lot of the chat apps that are out there are fantastic for building groups and connecting your customers with one another, your preferred customers with one another, so they're building relationships with each other. Lots of ways that you can use social media. So you may at this moment just want to write down a few that you like. Like maybe you love the idea of using social media to promote your fit club or your nutrition club. Or maybe you're running a challenge right now. Or maybe you want to use your social media as a form of sharing your lifestyle and sharing a bit about Herbalife. All great reasons to use it and to blend it into what you're already doing. Okay, so let's talk about how valuable social media can be. I kind of laugh because when Mark and I started the business in 2005, I feel like it was the old times because back then we didn't have any form of social media. So when we started, we sent out physical letters, okay, like a letter in the mail to all of our friends and family, letting them know we were starting Herbalife and that we'd love to help them with their health goals. We sent emails, we picked up the phone and called people. On my lunch break, I would go to a nearby parking lot to hand out flyers to people. And some people were great. They'd take the flyer, other people would throw the flyer on the ground. But it was like very much a lot of labor, like a lot of time and energy spent into doing invitations. If I was doing a wellness profile, I had to do it in person. There wasn't any Zoom. There was no electronic way to do a profile. Again, there was no web meeting. So everything was a phone call or an in-person meeting, an in-person gathering. So for Mark and I back then, especially, we had to build locally. It was really the only way that we were going to get our business off the ground. Well, today, clearly very different. You can message people in all sorts of different countries through Instagram or through Facebook. You can host virtual wellness profiles where we're on a screen like this, online meetings, transformation challenges, trainings. All of the trainings that Mark and I do now are done online. We haven't done a single in-person training for about a year. So I'm so grateful for all the technology and the new ways of working that have helped us connect to our customers and to our team. Okay, let's talk about how you can use your social media, because there's lots of methods, right? Social media sounds like it's one model, but actually people use it different ways. So, and many of you may have noticed this. So it can be your personal blog. That's more what I do. I share about my life, my family, fitness, nutrition, our lifestyle. It's more like use, wear, talk online for me inside of my social media. Okay. Also, you can have a page or direct part of your current personal page towards your fit camps, your workouts that you're doing together, your nutrition club. Often our nutrition clubs here in the United States have their own page. So we're showing the smoothies, the teas, we're showing the customers holding the shakes and the teas. Maybe if we're running an event of some kind, we're taking pictures of that. But each of our nutrition clubs has its own page, which is great, both Facebook and Instagram. So these are different things that you can be posting about are your workouts, your shakes, your menu at your nutrition club. All of these are great options. Now, some people do a pure social media model, okay, and it's their main form of business. It's like the 90% of their business, okay? And so the thing I would say about that is they can be very, very successful inside of social media. I just want to let you know there's a lot to it. The folks that have a true social media model work very, very, very hard. They set aside hours of their time to connect with people, hours of their time to message with people, hours of their time to do follow-up, okay, and invite those people they've been in touch with into their challenges. So just know that even if it looks really simple or easy on the page, on the Instagram or Facebook page, there's a lot of work that's gone behind that for that to be as big of a business as they've built it. And maybe they've done some marketing or advertising within the Herbalife rules as well, which has helped grow their business too. Okay, these are just a handful of pictures from my personal Instagram and Facebook. So these pictures were just examples of ideas for what to post. I'm still sometimes looking for ideas for what to put on my social media, but I try to keep it to groups of people having fun, workouts, results, a healthy lifestyle, like going off to yoga class with my mat, and I've got my water bottle. The bottom picture there with the girls, these are some of my team members at a nutrition club here in Denver, just showing our life inside of Herbalife as well. The picture next to them is a team training that we did here in the United States. There's another picture of Mark and I traveling to Australia to do a training. So I'm basically just documenting my life as it's happening and putting some Herbalife with it. So they see us with a shake or they see me with the tea or things like that. Let's see here, different platforms for social media. There's quite a few, okay? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok in certain countries. And then there's the messenger apps, like you have WhatsApp, Telegram, and Messenger. For Mark and I, the main ones that he and I use are Facebook and Instagram. And then the main messenger apps that we use are Telegram and WhatsApp and Messenger. So Facebook tends to be for me more family oriented, and I end up connecting with more women my age that have kids and they're local. Okay. Instagram, I find, is a bit broader. So a much larger audience, different age groups, a lot younger. Twitter hasn't been really my thing, but of course, there's a lot of people that use their Twitter, or maybe they love Snapchat and really capture that younger audience. So when it comes to the messenger apps, these are the ones that we use to really build a container or retain our customers, our team members, and so on. So I mainly use Telegram for challenges and Telegram for the chat groups for like new distributors, supervisors, active supervisors. I have a chat group on there for club owners as well. And then Messenger is more for daily contact with people. I use Messenger quite a lot with my preferred customers. It's actually the main form of how I communicate with my preferred customers, since nearly everyone has Facebook, so therefore they have Facebook Messenger. And it's just a quick way for us to be in touch with one another on their results, on if they're running low on anything in terms of products. So I use Messenger quite a lot. Okay, so let's talk about your content. Okay, content on social media refers to your photos and your captions and your story. Okay, so photos, captions, and story. Okay, as far as your pictures go, first of all, what type of pictures are you looking to put on your social media? Our recommendation, from what we've learned, of course, again, most of this I've learned from my team, are photos that represent you as an Herbalife associate. So as an Herbalife associate, you're eating healthy, you're using your Herbalife products, maybe working out, going to Herbalife events once we're back in live meetings again, okay? And you're serving your customers. Can you take photos of you doing those activities? Or take photos of your results on the products or your customers' results on the products? So I put a few examples on here of what could work for your page. Ali, who's on the top there, is showing his before and after photo of clearly has gained a lot of muscle and dropped body fat. So a picture says a lot. A picture like stops you in your tracks when you see a result like that. And especially if he had old friends maybe that knew him before when he was not in shape like he is today. Wow, you look amazing. You look incredible. So his caption can ask a question like, want results like this? Let's do this together. And then you'll get interaction on your comments of people who are inspired, of people who love the way you look, want to have the same result. So that's one example. Another is maybe in your nutrition club, you have shakes and you have teas, and you can take some photos of them in an attractive way where people can't wait to come to your club and try out your shakes and teas. Okay. And then even without a club, could you be taking pictures of shakes and teas? Absolutely, because people can order from you directly, right? Of course, once we're back in live meetings again, sharing your success, being on stage, changing pins, being with your team. These events are so attractive and fun. People naturally are looking for that in their life. So the idea is your content interesting? Is it exciting? And is it engaging? Okay, are you getting engagement? People commenting, you commenting back, creating a conversation. Okay, so picture quality is so important. I'm so grateful to my team and my friends in Herbalife who have taught me how to take a good picture, okay? You don't want to take pictures that are really dark and it's hard to see your face and they can't really make out what's happening in the picture. Okay, there are different filters you can use to naturally brighten the room or brighten the picture so that we can see you. Okay, we can see your face, we can see your excitement, we can see what you're doing in that picture. Maybe it's a workout or you're working in your club, but the picture quality does matter. And fortunately for most phones, there are these great apps you can download that help brighten the picture up and have the colors really pop so that you can see it. And it's really, you'll notice that you'll have more eyes on your page, more people interested in your page just when you change the quality of your pictures. Okay, so captions. I look to my team again for inspiration on captions. And, a lot of people are so great at putting questions in their captions of who wants results like these, or who would like to get in shape together, who wants to join me for a workout. And it naturally asks someone, do they want to come? And then, you have people saying, I'd love to come, or I'd love to get results like that. So consider changing it from a statement to a question to get more engagement. Okay, your Instagram and Facebook story. I was a little bit late to Instagram and Facebook stories. Again, I really attribute it to others who have taught me the value of these things. But let's go into that a little bit further on this next page here. So your Instagram and Facebook story is a great chance for engaging people. It's sort of your chance to share what you're doing all day long, your lifestyle, the things you like to do with your time, what you're eating, Herbalife, right? Your workouts, quotes, things that inspire people. So if you're not yet using Instagram and Facebook story and you're looking to add that in, what a great thing you could take from this training to add into your daily life. Okay, so I've put on here some examples of different posts that I've seen people do on their Instagram story. So the first one shows 3 products here in the United States, okay? And on the bottom it says, the question says, how much is this? And so there's a poll, that there's a function on Instagram where you can do a poll. And so the person created a poll that says details, or how would I use this? Okay, what she didn't do is she didn't say, when it says the question, how much is this? Yes, I'm interested. No, I'm not. Right? She gave a yes or yes option. She said details, or how would I use this? You can't say no to either one of those options. So consider when you're doing your polls on your Instagram and your Facebook, create win-wins, like a yes or a yes answer. Would you like to learn more? Yes, or I'd like more details. Those are both great answers, right? That means you can follow up with 100% of the people who responded. Versus if you say, would you like more info? And you put yes or no, there's all these people that put no, so you can't reach out to them. But if you put yes or send me more details, you're going to get 100% of the people excited about it. Does that make sense? So how you phrase the question, how you design your poll on Instagram can really help you with your engagement and the number of people you can reach out to as you engage them on a poll. Okay, the next one she shows here is an example of what the products do. So sometimes we're posting about products, but people can't tell from looking at the canister what it does. Okay, so she's put some before and after photos on the bottom of this image, and again, posted the whole thing inside her Instagram story. There's great tools out there like Canva that allow you to create these kinds of images where you can put the pictures of the products, some text, and also have before and after photos all in one image. You put it together and then you post it on your Instagram story, which can naturally connect to your Facebook story. Okay, next one is a picture from a nutrition club here. It says, today only, sparkling Captain America tea. So what I love about this inside her story is if I'm flipping through the story on this nutrition club, I'm like, oh, I better get into the club because today only is this special tea, okay? So she's using her Instagram story, which is connected to her Facebook on that club, to promote something special happening that day. So again, promote, promote, promote. That's the whole point behind your Instagram and Facebook story. Another example, this is also from a nutrition club as well, where it says, Win It Wednesday. Okay, Win It Wednesday. So what this means is if you come into the club to get your shaken tea that day, you get your name in a raffle to win a prize. Okay, but you have to come in on Wednesday in order to get your name in the raffle, and then they raffle off a gift. Okay, but she's using her Instagram story, again, connected to the Facebook, so there people can see it in both places, to promoting what's happening in the club that day. So if you're not already using your story, I recommend adding it in. And then the other piece is make sure you have enough happening in your story. We recommend at least 15 images in your Instagram and Facebook story so that your profile, your page, whether it's your club or your personal page, gets elevated and people are seeing it more often. So there's an algorithm to social media. And again, the more you're posting and the more you're tagging people or engaging and so forth, the more visibility you're going to have. So again, if your Instagram and Facebook story can be engaging, inspiring, encouraging action on the part of the person watching, and keeping it fun, like something that's exciting. And I look forward to looking to your page the next day and the next day after that. So it's real important to keep the content fresh, new things each day, and again, keeping it engaging. Okay, let's talk about what to avoid on your Instagram or Facebook page. So we represent as associates a healthy, active lifestyle in Herbalife. So if we post things that aren't healthy and active, it can really be confusing to the people following you, okay? So part of what your people are looking for, your team, your followers are looking for consistency. And most people go to a page to feel better. They want to feel better about themselves. They want to feel inspired. They want to feel good after visiting your page. So these are just some recommendations that, let's say, there's a party or something and you're going out and drinking alcohol or something, to avoid posting about that since it's not necessarily in alignment with a healthy, active lifestyle. So a lot of our team members that have taught me this say never ever to post those kinds of things on my page. And so, in listening to them, I've just taken their advice. Next, if you eat outside of a healthy, active lifestyle, like this shows a bunch of big American burgers and sodas and donuts, like to make sure not to post unhealthy food, because if you're presenting yourself as a Herbalife associate who's a healthy person living a healthy, active lifestyle, and then you put something unhealthy on your page or on your story, people get confused as to, are you really a healthy person? Should I be following you to become more healthy? And you definitely don't want them saying ew when they see food or a post, right? Okay, the one picture with all the rain and so forth is sadness. So what I was taught with social media is not, we all go through sad moments, but what I was taught through social media was not to post super sad things. Again, we're trying to elevate people, inspire them, give them positivity. And if they see you really sad and down and out, it may not be a page they want to return to that often. Okay, last but not least is politics. So let's say there's an election like there is here in the United States. The recommendation is to not post your opinion out there because, if you were to take my example, for instance, at Chairman's Club now, there are thousands and thousands of associates. They all see the world differently, right? Some people like this point of view, other people like that point of view. So if I put my point of view out there, these people might really agree, but these people over here might feel totally sad to see my opinion and realize they may not even like me after my opinion. I think politics can be really dangerous. Our whole perspective is the same as Mark Hughes, is to not have politics be a part of Herbalife because of the impact it can have on our team, how they feel, how welcome they feel inside the company can change if they don't feel like they have a place in the company because they see the company having a certain opinion or me having an opinion. So we just leave all of that out. So the recommendation is keep out negative things, unhealthy food, unhealthy habits, opinions. Just keep your page as healthy and uplifting, inviting, positive as possible. Okay, now let's talk about the work. Okay, in this picture are two dear friends of mine. They just finished President's Team. Mark and I can't wait to pin them when we see them next. Their names are Aubrey Clark and Roxy Hernandez, and they have actually taught me quite a lot about social media. So what I wanted to share with you is a bit about the work it entails. Okay, so they shared with me some of these steps to take to make sure that we're doing enough work on social media to have it build the business. The last thing we want to do is just a teeny little bit of work Okay, this goes for any method, a teeny little bit of work, yet expecting a big result. If we want a big result for growing our business, it's going to take big effort. And that's true of any model, whether it's social media, nutrition clubs, fit clubs, you name it. Okay, so first and foremost, these two, this lovely couple, live in a beautiful sunny state here in the United States called Florida. And so when they started their social media, they're very clear that they wanted to build a team of people around their same age range. So, listed here on the slide, you see who are you trying to attract? Okay. Where are you trying to attract them to go? Is it a fit club, a nutrition club? Is it some type of an event or fun thing you're doing that you're attracting them to? So just get clear as you're posting, what am I trying to do? Who am I trying to attract? So these two are trying to attract young couples as well. Okay. And they're also willing to put in the time commitment. So, how much time, this is something for your notes, how much time have you set aside to build your social media? Whether it's your personal page or the page for your nutrition club or fit club. Are you carving out enough time each day to get enough messages out? So these two, Aubrey and Roxy, mainly do social media. So for them, the time commitment looks like an hour of inviting. Okay, they spend an hour doing invites, and get as many as they possibly can. Okay, now they're also following different people, they're engaging people that they'd like to meet, commenting on their pictures, connecting with their pictures, clicking like, just getting in, trying to get in conversations with people that they'd love to invite to their fit clubs or their nutrition club. Okay, one of the other things is you have to set aside time to do that. So the time spent doing invitations is different than the time to follow up, right? So where you're doing your direct messages back and forth, and then connecting with people, inviting them to a challenge, inviting them to the fit club or the nutrition club. So they spend an hour just doing invites and an hour doing follow-up. Okay, now you can take a look at your schedule, see if that makes sense for you. But the point is, if you're going to commit to doing social media, you've got to commit some time to it. And ideally, a specific number of invites that you're going to do no matter what. Kind of like any other method and any other type of invites. What is your daily action no matter what? Okay, next, set some goals for yourself, okay? Whether it's X number of invites per day, how many people you're going to invite to your challenge each day or to your club each day. And then Aubrey and Roxy, as an example, do an amazing job tracking. So they know I could ask them 3 months ago, how many invites did you do that day? How many people did you invite to your challenge? How many people registered for the challenge? They know their numbers exactly, and they treat their business like a business. So sometimes, even if social media looks like so much fun and colorful pictures, it's work. And if we treat it like a business, it'll respond like a business. So in the picture here, here's an example of them posting about their new nutrition club. And the person writes, "That looks so yummy." And so they write back, "Oh, it's so good. Wait till you come by and try it out." Pretty cool. So you can see how they're engaging people, inviting them through their social media. Okay, next, let's talk about conversion. Well, first of all, what is conversion? So inside of conversion, our goal is to make someone move from just watching our social media to joining something that we're doing. Okay, so from being a follower or just watching to joining the challenge, coming to our fit club, coming to our nutrition club. That's conversion. Okay, so moving from just being a watcher to being in action with us. Okay, so I put some examples on this page of ways to do conversion. So for Aubrey and Roxy, as an example, they have a link on their social media that you can click on, okay, and it takes you to a page where you can enter in your information and learn more about their next body transformation challenge. So it's really helpful. So if they're posting about their health results, their workouts, they're posting about their lifestyle, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm watching them, right? Or I'm following, and I want to get results, I can literally just click on that link, fill out my information, and learn more about the next transformation challenge that they're running. Okay, so that's something you can do to help people who are excited and want to say yes, but don't know how to be able to put in their information and join your program, whether it's a Challenger, Fit Camp, or whatever it might be. Another one is this is an example again of a post on an Instagram story of some of the Herbalife products that you have in India. Okay, and then posting a question: how much is this? Not like details or no, I'm not interested. Right? Remember we talked about that. The answer options were I'd like details or how would I use this? Yes or yes, right? So you can see that 33% were like, I'd love more details on those products. And 67% wanted to learn more about how to use the products. Okay, this is a great way to convert, right? We're talking about conversion, going from someone just watching your Instagram story to jumping in and becoming a customer, to joining a challenge, coming by your nutrition club. So a couple tips here on conversion. Number one, genuinely connect. I have a firm belief that if you genuinely are interested in the person you're reaching out to, it makes such a difference for the quality of the relationship. Build the relationship with someone, learn about them, their family, where they work. Do they love where they work? Probably not. Learn about how they're doing, all those kinds of things to build a real relationship is so great, and spending that kind of time really makes a big difference. Of course, be genuine yourself, spend time on their page, looking at their photos, supporting them, and then they'll support you back. Offer simple ways like we just showed of how they can say yes or how they can learn more. Okay. So next, let's talk about containers, one of my favorite topics. So what we don't want to do necessarily is have our social media running and then be really disorganized with all of these customers and team members all over the place. And the last thing we want to do is just hope that these customers keep ordering or hope that our team members figure out the business. So you'll see in our presentations tomorrow, Mark and I spend a lot of time with all of you on structure and the importance of having a structure to build your business. So a structure looks like having an HOM, having trainings, having body transformation challenges running, things that you plug your people into so that they can have success. And the container can hold it all together. It holds all the people together as a group. Okay, so we love using the chat social media platforms for this. So again, we use WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook for different groups. Okay, a couple examples are shown here on this slide. So in Telegram, we run our challenges. Okay, so Mark and I run a small challenge. Just, all of our press team have their own challenges now that they run. So we run ours and we run it through Telegram. So all of our challenge participants download the Telegram app. We add them to the challenge, and that's where they're getting all of the ideas about shake recipes, tips to improve their health. They're interacting with each other. They're seeing each other's before and after photos. They're learning about how to become a preferred customer in there. So pretty exciting. It's very active, engaging, and we love Telegram for the challenge. We also use Telegram for a morning program that we run that's designed to help people build healthy habits when they first wake up in the morning, with drinking water, doing workouts, making sure they're drinking their shake, and listening to healthy personal development in the morning or reading healthy personal development. So we have a morning mastery group as well. These are just examples. Now, we also have chat groups for brand new associates. So someone who's just starting the business has their own chat group. Okay, we have on Facebook an actual page for all of our supervisors. Okay, and we run a weekly supervisor call for all of the supervisors to learn how to grow their business. Okay, we also have a 2500 group. Okay, so for people that are not only supervisor, but they're consistently doing that 2500 volume points every single month. And we just find that having these places for people to go to connect with each other and to connect with us builds such strong relationships, and it leverages our time. So rather than Mark and I having to do individual calls or individual Zooms with our team, we're able to do one message to a huge group of people So it really helps us work not only with the people we've sponsored, but work with their team members and their team members and their team members. So I can't say enough for having containers, for having ways for people to connect with each other and to really form trust over time and to move up the marketing plan together. Okay, so as I conclude this section and we begin to finish up on social media, I hope this is helpful for you. And again, I've had to learn this in the second half of my Herbalife career. In the first 5, 6 years, there wasn't any type of social media or Telegram or Messenger app or anything like that. So it's okay to adopt new skills and learn as you go. You're never too old, okay, to learn something new. And I love sitting down with our team and they teach us, or sometimes it's a sideline team member not in my organization and we connect and they're teaching us new skills. So I'm always grateful to learn something new. And so I really think that the first part is to have a lot of patience with yourself and recognize it's a commitment like any other part of Herbalife. Whatever you do consistently and that you're committed to is going to be what makes all the difference for your success. Okay, again, find those methods that you really enjoy. Tomorrow, you're going to hear us talk about nutrition clubs and fit clubs. So maybe one of those methods is something you really love and enjoy. Well, you could always wrap social media into it. And hopefully that's been clear during this presentation. Start from where you are. It's perfect. If you don't have any followers, we all start with no followers, okay? None of us have necessarily much going for us when we first start social media. And it's okay. We all start at the same place and we can grow from there. Again, being genuine in your connections with people, being yourself, really caring for the person, not just looking to build a business and get a follower, but really care for them. That's really the intent behind it. Again, learning from your team, from your sideline. And like Mark Hughes says, just get a little bit better every day. Okay. And if you get a little bit better every single day and a little bit stronger after that, you're going to find that you really feel so much more confident and skilled inside of using social media in your business. I hope this was helpful for you. Certainly more to come tomorrow as we go through our success story in Herbalife over the past 15 years, as well as the section specifically on the Fit Club and Nutrition Club models. So we hope those are useful for you and this section as well. Thank you again for having myself and having Mark for your event.
Thank you so much. Friends, I have taken a lot of notes in my book, and I'm sure that all of you also have made